So welcome back, guys. I'm out here in my garage. I'm trying to play catch up. I'm always running out of frames. If it's not frames, then I don't have boxes. Trying to keep up with these bees is a challenge. It doesn't make any sense to inspect a colony if I don't have any extra equipment to do something. Anyhow, I just wanted to use this video as an opportunity to show you what I'm doing with this old brood comb. I mentioned it a couple of times in my previous videos, but check it out. So you'll see I got some frames here with some older wax. I use a upside down telescoping cover and I just scrape out the wax. I brush the frames off with a wire brush. And a lot of people, you know, when the wax gets all nasty, you know, and it has that kind of a cobweb stuff on it, I'm sure a lot of you guys just throw it out. You know, what's the point of even trying to save it? What I do is I kind of crush it and I form it into a ball. I don't care if there's wax moths in there or not, to be honest. But I just kind of crush it like that. I can tell there's wax in there because it's, you know, it's compressing. So I make these little balls like that and I just toss it into a 5-gallon bucket. And right here, I got a whole bunch of it. You know, I got these little balls. It's all brood comb, brood wax. Now you can take a little ball like that and just put it inside of a nuke box. It works as a good lure. Bees love the smell of other old bee colonies, so if you're trying to catch a swarm, use one of these little crushed up brood combs. You can probably drizzle some lemongrass oil or Swarm Commander on there if you wanted to. I usually don't, but that's an option. And I want to show you how to turn these brood balls, brood wax balls, into beautiful bright orange wax. This all came from brood wax, and again, if you would have thrown all that out, you know, this is, I don't know how many ounces. It's got to be maybe a pound, maybe 2 pounds. But these are really super simple. It's easy to get the wax out. Let me show you. Okay, so this is just my super simple DIY affordable wax melter. I'm using a styrofoam cooler. I tried to kind of line the inside of that cooler with aluminum foil. And I'm using a bread pan, aluminum bread pan filled with a little bit of water, and I have a sheet of real glass. Now, my biggest suggestion is if you want the best effect, use a sheet of real glass, and it works better than plexiglass. This right here is just a piece of tin metal that is bent at an angle, and I have it elevated on a couple of blocks down here just to tilt it forward, so that way the wax will run down. And I put a screen on the front here just so that the wax pieces won't fall. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this aluminum bread pan with water in it. I'm going to put it inside. Trying not to spill the water there. Okay, so I have the aluminum pan on the inside. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take these brood ball pieces and I'm just going to set them right in here real easy, just like this. Okay, there's lots of wax. You can kind of see the wax pieces. But I'm just kind of stacking the brood balls, brood wax balls right there. See, and that kind of happens if it's not wide enough. Okay, so there you can see I kind of have the brood wax balls piled up there. I scraped the bottom of that pan, so these are the scrapings. Just going to kind of put that on top, make sure everything has a chance to melt, and now I'm going to go ahead and put the glass on there. Okay, so there we go. So now it's just a matter of waiting. Here in South Florida, days like today, doesn't take any time at all. Usually by the end of the day the whole thing is melted. Sometimes I'll leave it out for 2 days just to make sure every little bit will melt up and run out. Now I kind of pounded this stake right in front of it because that way, just in case the glass slides forward, that stake will kind of prevent it from falling all the way off, so it'll still stay on the wax melter. But anyhow, I just want to show you, super simple. I don't know how much money it costs in materials. really affordable. Styrofoam cooler, aluminum foil, aluminum bread pan, piece of tin. I think maybe the most expensive piece is a glass, but if you got an old window pane, you know, any sheet of real glass would work well. Don't use picture frames. Picture frames usually have a solarization thing in it, so it'll block out the sun. Don't use plexiglass. Plexiglass might work for a short time, but then over a long period of use, a plexiglass will crack and deteriorate. So real sheet of glass, and then aluminum foil with water on the bottom. And here's the end result. You'll see those little aluminum foil pan size make great blocks, and some of them come out in different shades of color. So if you leave it in the sun for a long time, it'll be more white as solar bleaches it, kind of almost like a white. Most of them are light yellow or you know, darker orange. It just really depends on how much that you leave it in the sun. But that's all reclaimed brood wax. This is my honey cappings. I haven't really even rendered my cappings yet. I will be melting these down in the Mann Lake 10-pound wax melter, but the capping wax, this will make a better, like a lip balm, or sometimes like a beard balm, you know, cosmetic applications. My brood wax, I usually use that for recoating on sheets of foundation. These make great candles also. The smell is fantastic. So that's all. Just a real quick video. Over here you may have seen it before. I got a Mann Lake 10-pound wax melter. It's basically a Presto pot with a spigot on it, controllable with a thermostat. And I use a roller once the wax is all melted just to coat on these foundations. So that's all, just a real quick video. Hope you all have fun with your bees. Have a great day, and thanks again for watching.